Hello, haven't long got back from FIBO and I'm going to post up a video about the air bikes. The air bikes is a bit of an interesting one because all of a sudden we've had a bit of an influx into Europe of the different air bikes. Probably the best known ones being Spin and the Assault bike. So the Assault bike being the standard unit used in CrossFit, and it is a very good bike. Another one that has been introduced into Europe and has been gaining popularity in America is the Xebex bike. Now, I'm not really into interval training myself. I do enjoy a bit of steady state training, but I wanted to have a go on all these different models, and there were quite a few, too many to probably name. One I didn't have a go on, and I wish I did, is there's a new top of the range Swin model. Given they did have the original Airdyne, it'd be nice to try that one out. I know it's a lot more expensive than the other models, but I have heard good things. Go into the two main protagonists then, the Assault bike and the Xebex. I had seen a very comprehensive review on Garage Gym Reviews, a far better and more comprehensive review than what this will be, but I'm more looking at the differences, and on there he made some very good points, so it's worth having a look at that video. What I found close up and going on them a few times was the Xebex seemed a lot better built, but the Assault bike was proving more comfortable. It was proving more comfortable for one main factor, and that was that the handles were slightly further away from me, so it was a lot more comfortable to use. The Xebex ones, they were coming far too close, which, although I still had fine range of movement really, if I was perhaps carrying a bit more weight, or if I chose to stand up on the pedals, I don't, but I know people do, then I could see that perhaps it might hit you in the torso. The seat was right back, I couldn't see what else to adjust, and then I had a Canadian man ask me exactly the same thing, which didn't make sense, so I wanted to find an answer. So I went and found Michael and Mike from Xebex, so the two owners, and Michael having designed the bike, and they were kind enough to follow me to the IFS stand and basically show me how to not only alter the bike, but then they proceeded to alter all of the bikes. So even in the hall where all the CrossFit kit was, all of those were all set up in the same way. So I'm not a tall guy, so if you had someone taller or perhaps a bit bigger, then I'm sure the arm movement wasn't enough. But in the following video, you'll see that, and I also quiz Michael about the differences, because I haven't been on the bikes and the Xebex felt a bit tougher. I wanted to know what the primary differences were and what that means to you, because once the arm length was adjusted, they then felt very similar. And he pointed out the joint. So on the Assault bike, the strut is a lot thinner, and due to the nature of the joint, then is a bit of flexing can occur, which then causes wear on the bearing housing. It made sense, but then I went and checked the Assault bike, compared it again to the Xebex, and he was correct that the strut on theirs was bigger, the joint was different, so it would make sense that the Xebex bike is going to have less wear in that respect. But both good bikes, so I shall leave it to you to make up your mind, but I'll just show you the video now. Sorry for all the noise, but it was quite a busy show. Okay, we're here at FIBO 2016 with Michael and his son Mike from Xebex, plus Marvin from the Fitness Cellar. Myself, Gym Professor from the Gym Revolution. We're introducing to Europe the Xebex bikes at this show, and there's been a few queries, and Michael here has been kind enough to address them. One of which, with the upgraded handles and coming close to your torso during the lift, this can be altered easily by adjusting, if I can see it, by adjusting the bolt tightness at the beginning of the frame, so you've got more range.
Michael as well on future products are going to make the thread longer, so you've got even more adjustment. But at the moment this is perfect for myself, and Michael's just explained to me one of the differences between this and the Assault bike. Yeah. Michael, if you can explain again.
Yeah, look at the linkage. This one is so beefy and stronger. It's about 30-40% bigger than the Assault bike, and also have a reinforcement metal plate, so you won't flex. So you will protect the bearing here so much better.
Okay, so the joints different here,
yeah,
and also the this metal strut is a lot stronger. So you have, basically it's a lot harder wearing, so you're not going to have problems with the bearing housing and the pedals.
That's correct, yeah. So it's a more durable bike than Assault bike, yeah.
Yeah, so in many respects it's very similar to the Assault bike, but harder, well, longer lasting parts, so greater wearing parts. So a good product, feels very much to use as well, this one. Thanks, Michael. Just having a look at the Assault bike for comparison, which Gary here makes a good point. This is a standardised unit for CrossFit, and that is what a lot of people go for. Just bring up the differences. So the joint in the front, there's no adjustment